This is a developing story just a few miles away from me just now. Glasgow Central Train Station is a massive building in the heart of our city. And round the outside and connected to the building is many businesses, shops, bars, restaurants, etc. But they all come under the city Central Station building. It's been on fire since about 4 o'clock today. My good friend Alec Kenny from AC Spartan Child Protection has supplied me with the photographs that I'm showing you just now, and he's been giving me a running commentary. However, his last video, I'll let you hear what Alex was saying to me during the video, because it's quite frightening.
The building's just collapsed, mate. Central Station. The whole side of the Central's just collapsed in itself. The whole rumble shook the city there. Horrendous, man. Mate, I'm going to get my battery pack and film that. That dome's about to collapse. That whole building's gone. And they're literally, can you hear the firemen say that they can't contain it? They're literally shutting blocks down at a time.
I've spoken to Alex since that video was sent to me to, try and get as much of an update as possible. And what he has told me was that the people round about who are talking to, reporter responders there are of the opinion that this started with some sort of explosion, but in a vape shop. So a lot of people are online suggesting there was some sort of BOMB in Glasgow today. I don't want to suggest that's what's going on here, because an explosion could be a BOMB or it could be something that's happened. We all know how bad these batteries are that are in cars just now, these electric cars, and I believe it's a similar but obviously smaller type of battery that's in the majority of vapes. So it could be accidental, but at this point we're none the wiser. But that's the word on the street from Alex, who is still there right now. It will take me about half an hour to get this video packaged up and put out, but it's currently, as I record this, 8:20, and that's the latest I'm getting from him. He, as I say, he's been there quite some time. Alex popped into one of the local shops and bought cases of soft drinks for the firefighters, etc. He was a bit despondent that none of the local businesses had considered doing that, and Alex will probably be angry with me for sharing that with you, but it's just to give you an indication of what he's doing down there. But it's carnage. I mean, this is one of the most visual prominent buildings in the history of Glasgow. Obviously, I mean, there's thousands of people every hour coming through that station, and obviously trains have already stopped. There's no trains going out the station just now, and the sort of carnage that's going to knock-on effect to that will not be days, I would imagine. And what he was reporting to me was that the building, apparently the roof has come down and made a bit of damage to the inside of it. So the building's actually collapsing from the inside. The frontage of it is now scattered all over the street, and he assures me that no fire personnel would be inside that building. He's got a bit of knowledge about how these things work, and he was suggesting to me that the fire personnel will not be allowed in it until the fire was under control. Now, what we're seeing through the day is something that happened and this again Alex Wirtz, who's been there for hours, and when he arrived on the scene, he described it as just smoke coming out windows. Then it was flames coming out windows, and as time went on, it's just like the whole place is up. So God knows what's going to remain from of one of the most iconic buildings in Glasgow. What's going to happen to our network? That's secondary to what I hope is true, that there was nobody harmed inside during that fire. I would imagine the time scale, because it looks as if the fire's been going on for about 4 hours, and it would appear logical to suggest that there would be nobody left in any of that building, and hopefully there's been a full evacuation before roofs and floors started falling in. and Alex described it as the fire completely out of control. There are, as you can see in some of the footage, high ladders with constant water trying to just get the thing contained and get the situation under control. But it's getting worse, not better. Sorry I can't give you much more information than that, because obviously there's not much more information coming out. But what I would say at this point, I think some of the suggestions that there's been an explosion in that building somewhere are correct, and more likely to be the vape shop, which, if you're looking at the beautiful frontage of our station, you've got to the left of that, there's the famous Blue Lagoon chip shop, which most people arriving in the city or leaving through Central will be aware of, and it's the vape shop next door to that, I'm led to believe. But that doesn't necessarily mean it was a BOMB. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that's not the case, because the reaction to that isn't worth considering at this point. So just before I finish recording, I'm just going to go onto socials just to see if there's anything here that I've not been aware of. Or just the Daily Herald and stuff, they're just showing. In fact, I'll start screen recording here so I can show you what I'm seeing. So you can see the Herald running the story here, and some pictures, similar to what Alex has been sending me. Grok saying this is a major fire in Union Street in Glasgow, started at 3:46, around about I was telling you, in the 4-storey commercial building, escalating quickly with flames and smoke. By evening it's fully ablaze with over 60 firefighters and 12 appliances on the scene. Somebody's there's Broken Britain just saying the same, sharing Alex video that he sent me that I've already shown you. Some other footage which I don't think is Alex, but you can see how engulfed this whole situation's getting just now. And the Sarwar, he's concerned apparently. There's Alex's video. Alex's video's getting shared about the world. So yeah, I mean, just horrific what we're witnessing here. Here's somebody else with some videos. Just horrific. They're saying the explosion at the vape shop in Union Street. It's been heavily damaged.
The building's just collapsed, mate. Central Station. The whole side of the Central's just collapsed in itself. The whole rumble shook the city there. Horrendous, man.
That's Alex's video getting shown quite a bit. That's just absolutely bonkers. So it's a scary situation, and I think it's safe to say that nobody's been hurt or injured in this situation today, but hopefully that's true. Rail services suspended. That's just always going to happen, isn't it? So there we go, folks.
Mate, I'm going to get my battery pack and film that. That dome's about to collapse. That whole building's gone. And they're literally, can you hear the firemen say that they can't contain it? They're literally shutting blocks down at a time.